Nodding, shaking head. The head shaking isn't an universal gesture. It could mean yes in some cultures like in Italy, but also no like in India. In Western cultures, shaking your head while you're eating can mean that you like what you're eating.
The OK gestures is known all over the world, and it consists in joining the tips of the thumb and index finger with the other finger stretched. While in Europe is considered a sign of approval and agreement, the OK sign can cause serious often if used in Greece, Spain or Brazil, as it symbolizes a body orifice. In Turkey, it's meant to be an insult towards gay people.
Another very used gesture is the so-called beckoning sign. Also known as the come here gesture, you can use this one to beckon or call over someone or something. This type of gesture varies from culture to culture. For example, this is the most common gesture you can use to imply beckoning in the USA, but instead, in China, Japan, Singapore, and other parts of East Asia, this gesture has a very negative implicit meaning. In addition, if you use this gesture in the Philippines, you can even be arrested, since they think it is very rude and they only use it for dogs.
Loser sign is a gesture made by placing the hand in the L shape near the forehead, used to signify that oneself or someone else is a loser, but not in all countries the loser sign is the same thing. For example, in China, if someone does this sign, he is not telling you that you are a loser, but this person wants to indicate the number 8, which is considered a lucky number. Knowing how to sign numbers in different cultures is especially useful when you have to travel or speak with people from different countries.
The upturned thumb is referenced as a signal for death in textual descriptions of a gladiatorial battle, and it was also known as the infestus pollex, or hostile thumb, as it was considered hostile the way a middle finger is. The Oxford English Dictionary records the first positive meaning of thumbs up in Over the Top, a 1917 book where the gesture is described as a slang phrase, meaning everything is fine, used by the British during the war. The phrase thumbs up gained popularity with World War II, and as its usage as OK expanded, older negative meanings remained in a few areas of the world, for example in the Middle East and in West Africa.
Italians, especially children, use the buono gesture to say that the meal is delicious. You can use the gesture in restaurants, except in very fancy ones. You do the buono gesture by poking your index finger into your cheek. If you want to ask, "What are you saying?" you clap your hands together, as if trapping something inside them, and wave them up and down. Last but not least, if you want to say, "I don't really care," you swap your upturned palm outwards from your chin, or to put it simply, you flick your fingers out from under your chin.
Amutsa is the most traditional gesture of insult among Greeks. It consists of extending and spreading all fingers of the hand and presenting the palm toward the face of the person to be insulted with a forward motion. The closer the gesture is to the other person's face, the more threatening it is considered. An even more offensive version is achieved by using both hands to double the gesture, smacking the palm of one hand against the back of the other in the direction of the intended recipient. The origin of the gesture can be traced back to the ancient years, when it was used as a curse. During the Byzantine Empire, a really harsh punishment was to wipe a person's face with cinder, named mutsa, and doing it by collecting it in the palm and then by extending open the fingers. The gesture itself became an insult.
Do you get it? No? What? No idea? If you want to express that you did not understand something, there is a nice gesture for it. It is a little tricky, so look at the video. Basically, it is a single rotation of your hand, which is open, and your fingers are apart from one another.